3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go.
Hello and welcome to the next Thunderbird 2 video where we're not going to be building a pod vehicle this time. It is all about the pod again. We're going to be looking at the walls of the pod and other parts of the pod as well. But before I get started, it's been one of those times in the UK where the weather has been a pain. As most of you know, that I am filming this because I was meant to be on my stag do, but it got postponed because of the weather, which is frustrating. Stormageddon. I know that it's not much for those people living outside of the UK watching this, but it's brought the UK to a standstill for whatever reason. It is, we're not used to this kind of weather. That's why we don't have any backup or any way of dealing with it. But before that, we had a little mini earthquake. No, we didn't really. It was a little tremor that started off in Wales, and I did feel it where I am. It damaged the Thunderbird, believe it or not. I had the pod kind of leaned against... it was hanging off the edge of my desk, and the earthquake happened, and it kind of shook it off. And then I got out of bed, and I put my foot right on top of the pod. So, as you can see it now, you may think, okay, well, there's not that much damage, but you'll see that these spines here, they are bent and out of shape, which is super frustrating. Also, a few of these parts came undone, and I had to glue them back on. But it's those spines really that are annoying me most because they are bent and out of shape. Luckily this rib, this spine even, is okay. It didn't snap or anything, and it is all going to work, but it's just bent, mine, frustratingly. I'm kind of glad it happened on the regular pod, not Thunderbird 4's pod, because I think I'll be seeing a lot more of that one inside. I think this one is just going to be stuck inside Thunderbird 2, which is good. Also, you can see the little speakers there, a little bent out of shape, looking really forlorn. Oh, really sad little speakers. So that is frustrating, and the snow is frustrating, but it's just been one of those years so far, hasn't it, really? So we're going to continue working on the pod. The parts that we get next are these parts here. Well, this is an example of the parts. It's for a gangway, which will go on top of the Thunderbird pod. Now, what you need to do is get the two parts that match up, because you've got a right side, a left side, and a center side. You can tell because there's a little R on this one near one of the edges. There's a little R that says right, and then on this thin part there'll be a little R somewhere as well. Yes, there it is. You can just see that just there, that R there. And what you need to do is make sure that those two are touching. So you've got the R there and the R there, and you just line them up, and you just push the pegs into the holes there. So I'm just going to get just a little bit of glue and just put glue on all of these just to secure it down. Hopefully I won't stand on it again, because the more we add to the pod, the more damage that could be done, obviously. Okay, so that's glue on all the parts. Sorry you didn't really see that, but let's just line these up. And they push in pretty well, actually. Click, click, click all the way down, and you'll see you've got that there looking very nice. Just put the lid on the glue, and that is the first of the gangways. And I went ahead and I did the left side, so it is very similar, just got an L somewhere. There we go, the L and the R there. And then there's a little gap here, a little kind of gap in the railings and two holes there. That is for the center gangway, which again you just put one of the side barriers in like that, and then it has two holes there and two holes there, two pegs, sorry, that match up with the holes. So once again, just get the glue and just glue either side of it like that, and just push it into one side Oh, I see. It is slightly off center. So if you push it in this way, then it won't line up. Right. So you just got to make sure you get the right way so that the gangway corresponds to the gap there, like that. Can you see? There is a little overhang on this one there, but that's okay. And then we just put the other side in, like that. There we go. And that is the gangway all completed, which is pretty cool. I might leave this some time to set actually. So be right back. Actually, in fact, while that is setting and while the glue is all... Oops. Let me just glue this. Be right back. Okay, so that does need to set a little bit. So let's just leave it over there. And while that is setting, move on to the pod. Now, you may have noticed when I was showing you earlier that I've added these T parts already onto these spines here. They come with this issue. And they just look like that. And you get one for either side of the spine. And what you need to do is just put glue on there just to secure it, although it does clip together very well. And you'll see in the holes that we have to take it, if I just zoom in, you'll see that there's a bigger hole and a little hole. Can you see that? Big hole, little hole. And you just match up. Oh, this one's for the other side. So just match that up. Just angle this up a bit. There we go. And it just clips in there like that. And you do the same for this one. Just put a bit of glue on the things. There we go, a little click in there. And of course these are the parts that are going to hold up the gangway. So what you need to do is open this door here and feed this gangway through. It's still not dry, but I'm just going to show you because I am going to do all this off camera. When it's connected, you push it through and then you push it against those parts there, and you'll see there are 3 grooves on each of the big gangways for it to set in place. So this is going to require me holding the pod for quite some time, so I'm going to do this off camera, and when it's done I will show you what it all looks like. And when it's all done, it will look like this. Very nice indeed. It actually stuck together really well. I didn't have to wait that long at all for the glue to set, and it's really nice. I love the fact that it's got this metallic silver quality to that gangway there. It looks fantastic. It really adds quite a bit to the pod, and for absolutely no reason at all, let's reverse an SPV into the pod, just so you get a sense of what it looks like with some kind of vehicle inside it. Yeah, there we go. Looks great. Ooh, slidey. But yeah, looks absolutely fantastic. And I think that's it in terms of the interior of the pod now. I think it's just the walls and ceiling maybe that we'll have to look at. So yeah, it's actually looking pretty nice. Oh, and also on another note, I am selling this SPV. If anybody wants it, message me at chris.falcon@writeme.com. It is the one I had since the 90s, so it is a little busted. There's no... Oh, there is. Oh, there is a missile inside it, so you can have that missile, but it's got some paint chipping there, and this is a little loose here. That little bit there's gone, but I am selling it if you want it. You know, there's little Captain Scarlet. Yeah, let me know, message me, send me an email, and that can be yours. So let's have a little break now, and then after the break we'll have a look at the first wall of this pod. Hi guys, so you know by now that the Jerry Anderson official store has lots of goodies for you to sink your teeth into. One item in particular that may be of interest to you is these Thunderbird model kits by Aoshima. Okay, so you're watching this video because you love building things, right? This Japanese-based company makes some of the best model kits around for us Thunderbird fans, which includes crafts like Thunderbirds 3 and 5, to pod vehicles, including a motorised recovery vehicle, to highly detailed launch bays and container docks for our favourite Thunderbirds. All kits follow the Airfix style sprue and glue build, so they will require paintwork, but the satisfaction in completing one of these kits is second to none, which is why I recommend buying one today. I also just want to let you know that the Thunderbird 3 hoodie is now in stock as well. So please see down below for links to these items, plus more from the Jerry Anderson official store. Following the links down below will also help out the channel, which will be much appreciated. So what are you waiting for? Click now and find your perfect purchase today. Hello and welcome back, and we are now going to be looking at our first pod wall here. Ooh, zoom in the right way, and you can see from all the gaps and all the little knobbles and things like that, there's going to be a lot of detailing that we need to add to this wall, some of which we have in this issue. So if we just zoom into this corner here to get started, just going to drop just a little bit of glue on this center one here and put in this part, which is looking very nice, and just pop that in there. Nice little click fit. Go to the excess glue, and it goes in there like that. The two squares either side are for two just very small white square parts there. So the first one, put on a little less glue this time. So the first one, it doesn't matter which way round, it goes up. Just goes on there like that. And the second one onto that peg there like that. Just push them down a little bit so they start to set. Like that. Looking very nice. And then this bottom rectangle here, just put a bit of glue there as well, and put this blue piece on, which is just solid blue, like the R2D2 blue, which is very nice. And then just clip that on there like that, and that will all dry and set in place. Looking pretty good, has to be said. For the next part, we're going all the way up here to this little hole here, and this red part, which is at a slight angle. This is the way it should be, so the top is there and the bottom is there like that. And I just dropped it. Found it. So I'm just going to put just a little bit of glue on the rim here, like that, and then get the right way around again. Nope, it's that way around, and just push it in there. Oops, little fiddly, be right back. There we go. It'll look like that. Just a little red part coming off there. Very nice. And the next parts there go into the little parts behind it. And the first piece looks like this. It's got three little nubbly bits, two on this side, one on this side. The two on this side are facing this way. So I'm just going to drop just a bit more glue just on here. It's far too much. Come on, Chris. Silly. Right, okay. And then it just pops just in there like... Hello?
Hello, can you come get me school shut because of the snow?
Okay, yeah, sure. I'm on my way. Bye. So yeah, sorry for that little pause there. Obviously I had to get the kids back from school. Some time has passed and the snowing has stopped. You know, Storm Emma has gone away. Stormageddon is all over. And as you can see, people are just kind of shoveling the snow out of the way. Cars can go down the road just fine now. So yeah, actually it's all over. The UK can return to normal. And we can return to building this. So we saw that last time. We put that part in. The next part goes in there. So just get the glue and just pop that in there like that. And then just push that in there. Very nice indeed. I've used far too much glue again. I'm starting to think that I'm using the wrong kind of glue as well, because when that pod did fall down, bits kind of flew off a little too easily for me. So I might look into kind of getting some Loctite glue back again. Maybe that'll be better. So yeah, moving on. We now have to put all of these little lights along here. So we've got one there, there, and there, and there. So, you know, lots of little lights. So they all come with this issue. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them in now. And there we have it all done. Let me just zoom out so you can see them. Looking very nice indeed. I really like the fact that they made this kind of translucent green plastic for the lights so that Sometimes it looks like they're brightly on, sometimes it looks like they're off. It's really quite nice. And they fit in those slots really well. Nice fit there. Yeah, really happy with that. And that is the last thing that we do on the wall of the pod. There is one more piece left to do, and I've actually gone ahead and done it because I wasn't sure if I could do it on camera. And that is attach that Thunderbird 2 Pod 3 sign, which you can see just there. Now, I was worried about doing it because these spines were so bent out of place, it wasn't actually fitting. I didn't think it was actually going to fit, but actually it fit together pretty well, and it's actually helped straighten out those spines as well. It's just 2 little pegs on the spine, and you just stick it on the 2 pegs there. Now, I have got some marks on it. You can see the P of the pod there has faded a bit. I think this kind of is the pod that's going to be a bit bashed up. It's the most used pod in Thunderbirds, Pod 3, so obviously I knew that when I stood on it. And I knew that when that little crack happened and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be the one that's inside Thunderbird 2 all the time. So I'm not too bothered about the interior to a point, because I think I've said this before earlier in the video. I think for Pod 4 with Thunderbird 4, that's going to be on display separately. So that one I can't mess up. But yeah, so this is what it looks like at the end of this video. And I know you're not meant to do this yet because there's still lots more parts to attach to it. But just to give you an idea of what it looks like with a wall in. There we go. Yeah, looking really nice. Really, really cool. Oh, it's such a gorgeous design, isn't it? It looks great. I hope you agree, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know in the comments down below. I will be back very soon for with the next Thunderbird 2 video. Please go and check out Jerry Anderson official store. Lots of stuff on there. Please go buy one of those Aoshima model kits because they look fantastic. And let me know if you do what they look like. Send me pictures. Do a video doing it. That would be great. I'd love to see that. Yeah, so until next time then, guys, have a great time, take care, FAB, bye bye. I just want to thank my patrons John Medney, Jay Falschenbauer, Tom Butcher, Jerry Wilson, Omar Khan, Gary Lewis, Simon Edwards, John Dunseith, Glenn Philo, Andrew Woods, Fabio Gugel, Simon Dunn, Brick Bardo, Thomas Parker, David Cunningham, Mark Frampton, Louis Pays, Terry Schwanditz, Donovan Asmawid Jaja, James Brown Jr., the Miskatonic University Podcast, Dave Westbury, Michael Chambers, Marcus Simon, Savigny Varrett, and Flash. Without you guys, this video would not have been possible and this channel would be dead, so thank you very much.